joined here by Calvin head swim coach Dan Gelderloos after all of us kind of cooled off after a couple of MIAA championships. You can see the scores right up there. First place for the Calvin men and women. And awfully satisfying to get them both done. Just talk about doing the double once again, third straight year. It's not something to take lightly, is it?
No, it's a heck of an accomplishment, and couldn't be prouder of my team. They worked hard all year long. They got to know each other from day one. We just sat around the other day, or just actually before this last session, and I told them to take a look around and notice how people look differently from the beginning of the season. And the fact that we got to know each other, the fact that we had so many tools and weapons on our team, from personalities to events to strengths and weaknesses, it just really made this a very powerful and strong team, and I couldn't be more proud of them.
Talk about the women's competition here. You kind of set yourself up last night to be in a good spot, but you had to seal the deal, and boy, today you really stepped up and had some strong performances. And it started with the prelims this morning. Talk about the whole day.
Yeah, absolutely. On purpose, we talked about trying to start off on Wednesday night like a football team, going through the paper onto the field and just busting through it, because we knew if we could get some momentum early, eventually we're going to come down, but we could rebound and come back up, and it proved to work. Our low point of the meet was Friday morning, and we had a few oops swims and a couple things that just didn't go our way. But we rebounded and we had enough time to come back and compete, flex our muscles a little bit, and finish on a really, really high note.
Some MIAA records, Abby Van Harn, kind of the bell cow, I guess, 100 freestyles, breaking Becky Wyma's record. Wow, that's significant. And then leading that 400 freestyle relay to an MIAA record. Just talk about those couple of performances right there.
She has been fantastic from the get-go, from the first relay all the way through. She got one of those mythical Becky Wyma records. If she sees this, those have been kind of untouchable for several years, and she just was the first person to kind of make that breakthrough. And that's probably going to open some floodgates to figure for some other girls to say, hey, those are doable again. And so that's a huge accomplishment. She's been wanting that record for so long. The 100 is kind of her sweet spot event, and she deserves every ounce of credit she gets, because she works her tail off. She brings others with her, and a lot of the same traits that Becky had.
Well, and we talked a little bit last night, but your two seniors again so key. Megan Schroeder and Elena Gallegos, just talk about their leadership on a team that's got a lot of freshmen and sophomores.
Oh my goodness, Elena and Megan were just tremendous all season long. From the summer on, they, for a two-person class, they accounted for maybe 8, 9, 10 people. They were phenomenal. They were caring, they were loving, they were stern when they needed to, they held people accountable. And then their motivation just was contagious, and they just had great meets, great performances, and they were just phenomenal captains. I'll probably tell stories about them for many years.
In the past, you wondered, sat around, haven't had a lot of kids go to nationals, but on the women's side, looks like they're going to have a couple here, and they're going to have some another month or so to work out and go to Greensboro. Talk about that.
Yeah, we are pretty set. This is, we're going home tonight, and we swam as fast as we swam. We can buy plane tickets tonight. We got 11 men and 6 women going, and then maybe a couple more divers will get tacked on next week, which would be fantastic. And so that's going to be another treat. We're going to have to, kind of reset a little bit this week, and kind of get our energy back, because we're going to come back on Monday, Tuesday, and be awful low. It's just going to be the way it is. But we'll regroup and talk about another strategy and try to come up. And what's wonderful is we've been going to NCAAs with 2 to 4 people for 4 or 5 years now, and to come in with 17, it's going to set the stage for some great swims, and it's going to put us at an advantage over many teams there.
We haven't talked about the men's competition yet today, but again, you had some great swims. The Brett Stoughton race and the 200 fly was really outstanding. Johnson Cochran winning that 200 breast, I think, for the 3rd straight year. had a strong 400 free relay. Caleb Mindersma wins the 1650. I'm probably missing a few things there, but it was just another great day for your men, wasn't it?
Oh my goodness. Starting off with Caleb, 1542. He was out gunning for it. To swim a mile that determined was fantastic, and very few people know the story behind the story. And he was hurt for most of interim. He took very few meaningful strokes most of January, and you know, it just goes to show you don't know what you don't know, because to pull that kind of swim off in a race that typically you think that you need some big time miles in the pool, and he cranked it out as confident as can be, and all the credit goes to him. It was just a fantastic swim. Our 100 freestyles were fantastic. Skylar Fish in the 200 backstroke, and then Brett Stoughton closed it out with that 200 fly that was just swum so beautifully. He timed it right. He made the push towards the end right at the right moment. Strategically, scientifically, it was just phenomenal on all accounts. And then our 400 free relay just closed it out, put our stamp of approval on the entire meet.
Yeah. We talked about the senior class for the women, the senior class for the men. I mean, they really kind of helped put the foundation together for this trio of championships now that you've picked up the first three in Kelvin men's swimming and diving history. Just talk a little bit about the seniors and how they help push this train forward, and now that it's really rolling.
Yeah, I mean, they, like the women, they stuck together for the first thing, which is the most important part. They got through, being a student athlete's tough, and they stayed focused. They stayed determined. Their motivation stayed up. Their swimming, perspective changed as they grew older, and they learned to adjust and fit it all in. And they piggybacked off of a couple classes that came before them that kind of started to push the ball down the hill, but they made it stick, and they kept it motivating, and they are truly carrying the team to where we're at now.
And then finally, talk a little bit about your coaching staff. You got some great assistant coaches here. I know you've got some people that are a little new this year, but not new to the program, some of your former swimmers. Just talk about what they've done. Obviously, Aaron Passvan with his diving and what he does has been tremendous, but Greg Gorham and Christy Kinzer and some of the others. Just talk about your coaching staff.
We've got the biggest staff that we've had in my 20 years here, and Aaron's been a solid rock for us down on the diving boards year in and year out. He really knows his stuff. He pushes the kids hard, he gets great results, and has been by my side forever. I don't know what I'd do without him. Christy has been our first kind of full-time coaching assistant that we've had here from an internship that became available, and she's been able to be around. She's been able to pick up some of the loose ends that kind of got pushed aside here and there with me not being able to get to it and all those kind of things, and she's been able to console a lot of the ladies and the men, and just be another face on campus during the day, and that's awesome to see, and it's awesome to see how much she loves to do it also. And then I got Greg, who was probably in one of the classes that, the seniors now piggybacked off of.
Right.
He set some good examples way back when he became junior and senior and became captain. And so it's been fun to have around. He has got a great personality. And then Travis is the newest one. He just swam last year. But I'm getting older. I need people that are, can relate to the younger kids and keep them moving and make it fun. So.
Well, it's been a lot of fun. Congratulations on the MIAA championships. I think that's a total of 13 in a row. I think you had a couple before, so something like 15 total.
17.
17, all
17
right.
total.
17 total for the women, and
No,
or 17
total.
total between the two. That's right.
3 for the men, 14 for the women?
Yeah, I think that's about right. So I jumped in the pool here too, folks, so I might be a little waterlogged. But it's been a lot of fun this week, and congratulations, and wish you guys all the best in the month ahead for those who are swimming at Nationals.
Thank you. We'll give you some more stories.
All right.